In this video,
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're actually going to watch Nick, um, uh, Nick Crut, Nick Crutta. Don't come at me for saying. I just thought it would be cool to
I travel the world
watch
cooking
this
some
guy.
of the wildest animals on
Shut up!
Oh hell no!
That's
Oh hell no!
He's like
the
a really-
planet.
Oh my
From my
god! Because he's like a very big YouTuber, and I just thought it would be cool to just watch him for a reaction video. If you guys like the setup, please like and subscribe and enjoy. Cut this part out, editor. Cut this part out. We're gonna hold it out just so we can actually cut it out longer.
home state to remote islands in Asia, I've eaten things most people would never even touch. Each animal is going to get more and more extreme, and by the end of this,
Okay, I
I'm
feel like
going to
most people who eat seafood have to eat the poop sack because it tastes so good. No? Am I the only one?
be cooking the biggest crustacean I could get my hands on. But first, I'll be cooking the Mekong catfish. It's the largest freshwater fish in the world with a maximum weight of over 770 pounds. Not only are we going to be cooking the biggest freshwater fish in the world, but we're also going to be donating it to people in need because this is well over 500 pounds of meat. We just got to the filming location and they're unwrapping this catfish. This outdoor kitchen is in the middle of Thailand, where everything around us is a potential ingredient. The biggest difficulty we're facing right now is that not a single person here speaks fluent English. There is a massive language barrier. My friends, what's next? What is next? Defrost. Defrost. Okay. This catfish species is rare and hard to get. So if we're gonna cook it, we're gonna need some help. I'm here with the only gentleman that speaks English. His name is Thumb, and he's the guy that invited me out here. Obviously, I can't communicate with any of the crew over here.
First of all, I don't think this has ever been done before. Ever. Nobody has ever attempted to cook one this size whole. This will be my first time, and your first time, and all our first times.
There are a series of steps we need to make in order to feed everybody. With the first step being to lift this fish off the truck, I started to get nervous. I've never lifted anything this heavy before. We also have to put a human-sized steak into the fish and lower it into a fiery pit for it to cook.
Okay,ครับเราจะอุ้ม
I'm freaking out right now. 1, 2, 3.
Excited!
Look, it's still flirting.
Oh my goodness, man. Now that the first step is complete, it's time to attempt to kebab this catfish.
Which means it's fresh.
Bro. The biggest concern with this is that the steak isn't going to be able to hold the catfish, right? Do I understand that correctly?
Yes. We'll find out.
The reason the fish may be too heavy for the steak is because it was welded this morning. Here's how we made it. Wood, car battery, amateur welder. On our first attempt to kebab this catfish, we realized most of the meat was frozen solid, making it completely impossible to hammer through. So to combat this, we have a hose running through it. This should make it thaw out a lot faster. Oh, look, it's out here now. What is actually holding on this steak? Because the middle of this is hollow, right? It's gutted. So the only part of it that's really on the steak is his mouth.
I think they've got it through the bones as well.
Really?
Sorry.
Really? Okay.
spine?
The sketchiest part of this mission is attempting to stand this fish up because of
Like the bones? Does that mean they got it through his head? Yo, bro, editor, cut that out.
the steak breaks. We're back to square one. Now, the thing we were most afraid of actually just happened. The steak on the bottom of this broke. So the only thing holding up this 600-pound catfish is me and Thumb. We tried to get the steak out, but it wouldn't budge, so it's coming along for the ride. All right, so
Okay.
that first attempt it didn't work.
No, it did not work. It did not work.
So what is the plan now?
My team's over there. They're welding 4 metal poles onto the same metal platform that we were using earlier instead of the steak. We're going to try to put that around the catfish.
How confident are we that this is about to work? Realistically, if you were a betting man, your life is on the line. What are the odds that this works?
I mean,
I wouldn't put my life on
yeah,
it.
I wouldn't put my life on it. I don't know. I'm staying optimistic. I'm staying optimistic. Yeah,
good. I don't know, man. I don't know. I only believe in speaking good energy into the universe.
Bruh.
However, I'll tell you right now, I feel like I could rip one of these poles right off.
Here we go. The tip. Yeah!
It's looking good. It's looking really good. All my pessimism, ridiculous. I don't even know why I was talking like that. That crazy nonsense. They're connecting the pulley system right now, and we're gonna see if it's able to hold or not. Oh, this is scary, man. This is like, if this thing goes in any direction, we could break a lot of bones.
3, 2, 1.
Dumbass.
Oh! 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay.
1, 2.
Yo, editor, cut that out too, please. No one talk about that one.
That's it. We're good.
The fish is as close as we could get it to the pit. So now the next step is we're gonna start to score it on every side so that the heat gets in the middle, and then we're gonna salt it.
Yes.
What does the salting it do? Just flavor?
Well, I mean, adding flavor, but also just rendering the fat out and rendering some of the water content out so the fish cooks faster.
Okay.
The flavors intensify. So, just like salt and cooking.
So we just got to get to rubbing at this point.
Correct.
The pit behind the catfish is 10 feet deep and has been heated with hot coals for the last 8 hours. There's also a motor feeding a supply of fresh oxygen to the bottom of the pit, making it really hot.
Come on, more muscle, Nick, more muscle.
This really is a dense fish. Like, no BS. It's hard to cut through a little bit. All of these holes are gonna make it so that the heat really gets inside the freshwater catfish. The fat just starts dripping out of every score. The goal is to have a score every 4 inches so the protein is able to be evenly salted. With enough sodium, the fish will lose several pounds of excess water, decreasing the cooking time by over 6 hours. So right now, we're looking at this fish and the fat content is over an inch thick. What we're expecting is for that fat to melt.
It's going to start dripping. It's going to set the whole thing ablaze.
Oh, no way. No way. This thing is going to have a lot of flavor in it. It's finally time to put this catfish in the pit, which is a good thing because we're exhausted from carrying it.
Ooh.
Are you okay? The rope just completely snapped. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's entirely my fault. The plan is to retie the pulley system and hopefully it will be able to hold. Now that there's an inconsistency in the rope, it might be a little bit tougher, but this is our only option at this point.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Oh my goodness. This is bad. This is bad.
Probably should have got more people. Dude, did he break a toe or something? Because Book's toe is sliced to the bone. Oh, yeah, that's where you end it, bro. This is in his book. He's rushed getting
That's
So
the
what
only-
happened just now was there was too much people on this side when we lift, and the rope was restraining the movement. The whole thing dumped that way, and that's how he got crushed.
Bro, his toe is disintegrated. That was wild. With the day coming to an end, we still have all this meat we can't afford to go to waste. If we don't get it cooked fast, it could begin to spoil.
Okay,
We're gonna
maybe-
adapt. The whole point of this
I
video
just
is to
want
cook
to
this
know.
fish and make sure it gets to people in need. We're lucky enough to where Thumb owns a restaurant that's quite literally 3 minutes away from here. It's the right thing to do to load it into the truck and cook it correctly.
Okay, so yeah, go for
With the
more
priority
super
shifted to
option.
feeding these kids, we got-
Because it's dumb to like put yourself in jeopardy. He's not gonna have that toe no more. Toes, what do toes do? Not really. He can't tiptoe no more. He can't run on the edges of his feet You know how you stand on your tippy toes and you run faster? Hold on, let me hit one of those real quick. You know, like you stand on your tippy toes, right? And then you're just like that. That's not how that was supposed
Got to work breaking down this fish. Usually you'd fillet an entire side whole, but because of the size of it, it has been broken down into several sections of its body. While that was underway, I was making my way to the hospital to go check on Book.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, he's in good hands.
If not, he's about to be.
Yeah.
While we were worried about how Book was doing, Thumb's restaurant was focused on making over 500 pounds of chili paste.
So wait, are they sashimi yet? I wonder, like, are they sashimi? Thank you. I guess that wasn't me. I promise.
We finally got some good news. How you doing,
That was
my friend? Did it hurt? It didn't hurt? No way. No, a little bit? Just a little? How many stitches did you get? 5 stitches?
The worst part of the experience for him is he's scared of needles. So he wasn't even in pain. He's like, oh, I got a stitch up. Oh my gosh, I'm scared of needles. The doctor said, see, you'll be better in 2 weeks.
I'm glad you're okay.
I've been going now.
Not only was Book feeling better, but all the food was finally finished for all of these
Book
people.
will
We
be
invited
so
all
bad.
ages and passed
Book
out
will be
over
so bad.
500 containers to whoever said they were hungry. And now it's time to head to Hawaii to cook something truly special. In my hand right now is a 7-pound Maine lobster. Now, when I tell you, I went all over the city to find this guy. I am not exaggerating. Some of the coolest things about the Maine lobsters is that they have a pincher and a crusher claw. When you're looking at the crusher claw,
A moment of chill silence for Book.
it is definitely a lot bigger, and you'll notice that they
Bro,
don't have
you're not
spikes
eating it?
specifically on the claw area. They use this claw to munch through coral, crustaceans, anything they're trying to eat. This is pretty much the muscle on them. Now, if you look at the other claw, we're looking at the pincher claw. You'll notice it's a lot sharper in several places. If you get your finger caught in the pincher claw, it's almost guaranteed to come clean off, especially on a lobster this big. Another really cool fact about these guys is that they have claws all along their little legs
I
right
can
over here.
die.
I've never actually tested how hard they pinch, so I'm gonna put my pinky in the middle of one. Guys, wish me luck. How bad? You think it's gonna hurt real bad? It doesn't hurt. It really doesn't hurt. What about the bigger one? That hurts. That hurts a lot. Get off me. Some other really unique things about this lobster is that it has a horn in the front of its face. This is a very sharp horn. You'll notice most shrimp and prawns have this feature. This is mainly for defense. And then if you flip them over, you're gonna find something called its swimmer and swimmerette. Swimmer and swimmerettes are pretty much what this thing is using to glide through the water in between its little bursts that's like going real fast. And then if you look towards where its abdomen and tail connect, it is a boy if it has these 2 little things. They kind of look like a penis, but a female does not have this. Because I'm such a believer of fair fights, I'm gonna go ahead and give this lobster a knife. Because it's not fair if I have one and he doesn't, right? Here, we'll put it in his stronger claw, his crusher claw. There we go. Dude, no, bro. Imagine that. That could be your finger.
I didn't actually know that it could actually take your finger clean off because it doesn't look hard whenever they clamp down on things. Because I never believed those videos that you would see online. I think that it's like fake and they somehow edit it. But like, bro,
Your bone. It'd be done for. Another really crazy thing about these is that all lobsters have kind of like a reflex of when to close their claws. Even if a lobster is dead, it still has this reflex. I've noticed it works best in the pincher claws. All it needs is the slightest bit of pressure. Check this out. It pinches every time. They don't even have to be conscious that they're pinching you. It's a reaction. It's all instinct. I personally don't believe these lobsters feel pain. Everyone's always like, Nick, why do they feel pain? Of course they feel pain. They don't. I don't think they do. Reason being, I've been on several different commercial lobster fishing boats. I will see these guys rip their entire claws off before they even let go of the cage. Their reaction afterwards is completely normal. They're not freaking out or anything. What you're gonna do is get a nice little
scientifically proven. I'm not gonna get into all of that, bro. You could just put it like right here on the screen. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that proves it. Oh, right there.
Object right here. What you're gonna be looking for is a little bulb on the back of his head, and that's where your entry point is gonna be. So you're gonna put your knife right there, and then you're just gonna hit it in through the top, and before you know it, your lobster will be out. Make sure you have a sharp knife.
Oh, wow.
That is all just nerves. I
Good
swear
lord.
he's not alive anymore. I don't care what you guys... But you know what? To be sure... Yeah, no, he's definitely out. Now, the hardest part of every single video I make, whether it's on here, any platform, is fitting the seafood into the pot. It's illogical. So we're going to start by... Oh, we should actually start by boiling
I wonder
water.
if it's close enough.
Dude, this lobster is so big, it like doesn't even make sense to handle. Dude, no way. I swear it's nerves. I swear it's the nerves. That was a lot for nerves, though. I wonder why he's doing that. Are we sure this thing is dead? I'm pretty confident it is. Moment of truth. Am I able to twist this lobster in half? It's never a yes. Ugh. Ow! Ow, it's closing on me. Maybe if I switch hands. Maybe my right hand is my stronger and like this is like... Okay, you know what? It's not happening. All right, so once you catch your breath, because not gonna lie, I'm gassed, you're gonna take a knife and you're gonna cut the part that separates his body from his tail. So you're gonna put your knife in his shell like this. Pretty much just gonna go around and what you're doing is separating the tail from his body. Oh, wait. Moment of truth. Does the lobster fit in the pot? The answer is always no, but I'm always optimistic. Okay, so we're gonna start with the tiny claw. And by tiny, I mean bigger than my head. And then we're gonna start with this freaking behemoth. Massive. Oh, dude, this is the whole pot. Where does the rest of the lobster go right now? I mean, this is ridiculous, but we're gonna try. Okay, so... I think this is just what we're gonna have to run with. That fits. People are gonna say it doesn't fit, but it fits. It's actually so interesting because like as the water is heating up, you can see certain parts of his body is having different reactions. And it's not like he's alive or anything, it's just his body. It's just like, Depending on the size of the lobster, you're gonna have to boil them for different amounts of time. When you're boiling a 1 pound lobster, you're only doing like 7 minutes. But because this lobster is 7 pounds, we're gonna have to go all the way for 30 minutes. So we're just gonna leave this guy in here. Hopefully he doesn't escape. I feel like he's moving a little bit, but he'll be fine. Perfect. What a lot of people don't know is that crustaceans have blood in them. Obviously, like to the normal person, it doesn't look like...
Give you some time to cut this off. Alright, we're gonna do this in 3, 2. Yo, guys, I stream live on Twitch. Bro, go to my Twitch, go to my PayPal, go to my Cash App, and give me some cash. Alright? So that I can start gaming and playing video games.
This is covered in blood, right? It's not red. It's not vibrant. This is crustacean blood right here. It's like very, very liquidy and mucousy. After I put a lobster in the pot, I always get paranoid that it's not really boiling. So how I test it is I'll put my finger in there.
Did we film a video or book Crush This Foot? We are
It's for sure boiling.
A few moments later.
So...
What's next?
Have you ever wished you could play a video game your way? Where you can be
We might
invincible,
have to part
unimaginably
this
wealthy,
video.
or
You guys would like to see that,
foolishly
put it in
thought
the
I could go
comments
edit a
and
video
like.
in the other
So
room.
stop avoiding my comment section. Please, just do it. Just put it in the comments. It takes 2 seconds. Alright? Subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to turn on notifications. Just like, subscribe, and then leave. You don't have to. And please, just can you at least watch the video fully through? It helps me, get paid, bro. Because I can't get paid if you guys don't watch the video. I don't get paid. Alright? And even if I do get paid, it's like 28 cents, I think. So.
Out of my room, I hear slow trickle. The whole house reeks like lobster. It has been over boiling for the last 20 minutes. You guys see this? The reek right now is intense. I feel like a Final Destination moment's about to happen, and like as I'm under this, just totally crushed me. Ow. You think I got everything? Someone turned off the freaking stove during that fiasco. So here's what we're gonna do. I don't have a plate big enough for this thing either. I am just fully unprepared in every way, really. I got it. I don't know why I like doing this so much. Number 1, 2 tongs.
I have this.
Oh, dude, look at this freaking thing, bro. That is crazy looking. Dude, even on a serving tray, it like hardly fits. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm proud. That is the feeling I have right now. Proudness in myself. This is crazy. So usually it's like so freaking hot in this kitchen. So I do all my mukbangs in my room. Let's go. Now it's so slippery from all the like lobsters and stuff. And his claws are so hot, man. This whole lobster is so freaking hot. I can feel like the steam coming off of this thing. I bet you it's gonna be fire though. I'm very excited about this crusher claw. Leave these chambers, as I must be alone to eat my lobster. Close the door. Now it is just us. All right, let's get right into it. First solid bite. So far. That hurt a lot. Ow. Bro.
I actually had crab, mussels.
I actually don't know what to do right now. That was how I was gonna eat my lobster. And because that was a fail, I'll be cooking 3 massive Maine lobsters later in this video. But now it's time to head to Asia to cook and eat one of nature's most vicious animals. Right in front of us is a freshwater crocodile. Now the things that make this thing so unique: A, it's only indigenous to Southeast Asia. So think Thailand, Vietnam, Bosnia. Right off the bat when you're looking at it, you probably noticed that the leather is only on certain parts of the animal. That's because the leather trade for crocodiles is so big here in Thailand. Before they sell it for the meat, they harvest all of the leather off of it, and usually it's sectioned into much smaller pieces, but you know me, I just bought the whole crocodile. Most of them get to about 6 to 10 feet, but the really big males can get up to 13 feet and 770 pounds. Even though the males get so large, you usually don't see them attacking humans. The reason for
Yo, that tail's like gotta be so good, bro. It's so pause. It's so long, bro. It feels like it's just gotta be good, you know. And then you season it properly, and the flavor just gotta be on point. Cause I've had crocodile jerky, and I won't say I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's okay.
that
You
is
just
because
had
they
that
usually
weird
just
bitter
eat
taste,
fish,
you know?
snakes, amphibians, sometimes like a small mammal here or there. However, there is one recorded death of this thing actually attacking and eating a child. It is a small mammal if it's a child, so you can't even really blame them. I've been trying to open this thing's mouth for the longest time. First I tried fire, after that I tried thawing it with hot water. It got to the point where I chipped a tooth and almost hit my eye with the tooth fragment. So you see this giant jaw muscle right here. It has a bite force of over 1,000 pounds. Even after this thing is dead, you can't even open its mouth. It's literally impossible. A freshwater crocodile lays anywhere between 15 to 50 eggs, depending on how big the croc is. They'll lay their eggs in like a little mud mound. And then after that, they're going to stick around all the way until they're hatched. Sometimes people see the crocs have babies in their mouth and they're like, oh my God, they're eating the babies. No, this is just like the safest method of transport because so many other snakes and birds will eat the baby crocodiles. Aside from our one little child that got eaten, there have been a total of 4 other cases of people getting attacked. Every single one of those attacks were because they were guarding their mounds. As long as you don't impede on these guys' territory and especially their babies, you should be good. You should be able to coexist. Now for the heartbreaking fact about these guys. They're critically endangered. I know you're looking at me like I'm a horrible human being. They're only critically endangered in the wild. In captivity, there are about 700,000 of them, and people just completely breed them. They're a massive part of Thailand's trade. Crocodile meat is very popular here. 99% of their habitat in the wild has been completely destroyed just by capitalism. Oh wait, are we in a communist country?
In Thailand, I mean, I guess you
99%
can kind of tell because like his death setup is all different. So I guess
of their original habitat is completely gone just because cities have been built on all their rivers, swamps, and lakes. Luckily, there's still hope for these guys in the wild because there are several places like Cambodia, for instance, they have completely outlawed it to capture, sell, or trade. Even transporting it is illegal. On top of that, there are several breeding programs in place in hopes that these things will soon flourish once again. Now, when you're looking at the meat of this thing, you have to think to yourself, does every part of this taste the same? And the answer is no. It's kind of like a cow. You know how a cow has filet mignon, New York strip, prime rib? An alligator is the same way. All of this meat is going to be cut very differently and taste differently because of it. Up first, we have the tail. This is going to be the most prized part of any crocodile or alligator species. You can
What I say? Clap it up. Clap it up for my big balloon.
do so much with this, but we're going to be making a crocodile tail steak out of this. Now onto the legs. You see the back legs are much larger and they also have webbed feet. This is because they pretty much use the back part of their body completely to swim, and the front part are like little dinosaur arms. My guess is that the tiny arms in the front are going to be a lot more tender because they're not really utilized as much. We're going to be making crocodile carbonara out of that. I'm super excited about that one. And then the last cut we're going to be trying is the rib of the crocodile. Now the ribs are particularly tender, and for that I'm thinking we're going to slice them up real thin and kind of put them on nachos. chips. I got all these weird Lay's chips flavors because we're in Thailand right now. I'm talking hot chili squid, crab curry, nori seaweed. We're just gonna make a whole plethora of them and see what we could do. You need to make sure you cut around the meaty areas all the way down to the bone on every side of that meat. After that, you're gonna take a super large knife, something big, you know, and you're gonna chop just right through the bone. As you see right now, I'm going all the way so that only the bone is what's connecting this crocodile's leg to its body. Now we have to try to snap the leg off. Oh! Let's go. And it looks amazing, honestly. It reminds me a lot of the iguanas that I've eaten. Oh wait, I just realized we're supposed to cook the front leg, not the back leg. Ugh, why is it so hard? Crocodile's giving me an asthma attack. We need to do the same thing to the tail. The only problem is that the tail is a lot meatier and has a much bigger bone. Because we want a steak, we want it to be relatively even on every side. I knew this giant knife would come in handy. This is an experience, guys, let me tell you. So what you're seeing, most of this is bone, but this little gooey part right over here, this is bone marrow. Beautiful, beautiful, okay. Absolutely gorgeous. You see it has a nice thick piece of bone marrow in the middle. It's gonna melt like butter into the meat. Last up, we need to get the ribs off the thing because I want my nachos. My thought process right now is...
Believe it or not, chat, I'm a cook. I know. Yeah, I'm low-key kind of tough, bro. I'm low-key kind of tough, but I'm just saying, like, I can cook. Ladies, hit me up.
I'm gonna go in between the ribs and get like 3 sections of ribs. This is crazy, guys. It's time to cut through bone again. See, that's the strategy, okay? You need to crush the bones with this thing, and then after they're all crushed, you could go in and like serrate it. Look at that, I'm slowly becoming a crocodile.
It's not a rib, bro.
Something that's very important to me is that I really taste the crocodile, right? I don't want too many seasonings to overpower this so I can truly get a taste. Because of that, we're just gonna go with salt and pepper for the steak. I've never had bone marrow, so the fact that crocodile bone marrow is the...
I expected better from you. You know, because, like, you're, how do I put this? Yeah, you're that. No. Yeah, that. And that. Oh, and this right here. Not to mention this. But
first that I'm going to try, I'm very excited about. For the steak, we want to make sure we use a...
It's like, no, I'm playing. I'm not a racist. I get it. He wanted all the flavors. I get it. I would do the same. Or would I?
A lot of butter. More butter means more flavor. We know what we're doing with this. Big old dollop, and it goes. Ow! That was... Oh my god. Whenever you're cooking a meat, you dollop, and it goes.
Is that a stingray?
Ow! That was... Oh my god. Whenever you're cooking a meat, you want to make sure your pan is searing hot so that right when you put the steak on, it starts sizzling like...
Why do we have meat?
You want to make sure you baste your meat with the butter. It's going to give it an amazing taste. You don't want to cook your crocodile too much. You kind of want to have it sashimi style. So just give it a nice sear on that side and then you're ready to flip. It kind of reminds me of a fish vibe in a way, mainly because it has that super white meat. You're going to go right back to basting it as soon as you're able to. We're only doing about 2 minutes on each side so that we can really taste the crocodile and not the heat from the stove. Once your crocodile is fully cooked, you're going to take it off the stove, and that is a perfect crocodile steak right there. Gordon Ramsay would say so himself. Now for the crocodile carbonara, we need to make sure we get the meat off the bone clean. That way it can actually cook with the sauce that we're making. This is the meat we're going to be using for the crocodile carbonara. We're just going to go ahead and lightly put it into the sauce so that the sauce gets the taste of the crocodile and will spread throughout every piece of pasta. Feel free to lightly season this. Crocodile carbonara starts very similar but ends so differently. While your butter is melting, you're going to go ahead and start boiling pasta. Make sure your pasta water is nice and salty. We're just going to have a low heat on this because it's actually going to finish cooking in the sauce. When it starts to get white on the underside, that's how you know it's ready to flip. So we're just going to put this carbonara right in, and we're going to let the crocodile flavor get absorbed. You can't tell me this doesn't look good right now. Should we try a little flip? Oh! Ow! Burned myself so bad! Once your water is at a rolling boil, you're going to put your pasta in. We're going to take a serving of the pasta that we just boiled and put it right on into the crocodile carbonara. Make sure everything is mixed real good. You want the flavors to really melt into each other. Low-key, guys, I'm getting good at this. Look, I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking right now. And just like that, we have a beautiful crocodile carbonara. For the crocodile nachos, it's important that you don't actually get the whole ribs in there, right? So you want to make sure you cut in between the individual ribs. Butter in the pan. Oh! Maybe we should move the entire crocodile away from the open flame. Once the chopped meat is in the pan, it should cook pretty quickly because it's such small pieces. Get your favorite brand of chips. Mine are hot chili squid. Of course. Of freaking course. It smells horrid.
Why are you
It smells terrible. We're gonna taste them in the order that we cooked them, starting with the crocodile steak. Most things in freshwater don't really have that salty taste, so I'm very curious to get into this. We're gonna cut right into it. Wow, that looks a lot like fish. This right here is the bone marrow, so we're gonna get some of the bone marrow out. Moment of truth, how does it taste? The crocodile steak first. Wow, it tastes like a normal steak. Definitely taste the butter char on it. Very, very tender, incredibly tender. You see on the inside, it doesn't really look like a normal steak. It's very comparable to tuna. It's like one of those meats that really adapts to the seasonings and the way that you cook it. And with salt, pepper, and butter, like, you can't go wrong. It's delicious. Now, it's time for crocodile carbonara. I'm Italian, so I have the pass to tell you whether this is really good or not. Take a few pieces of pasta and a big old piece of crocodile. Oh, that is so awful. That carbonara has so much like mushroom flavor, and I like mushroom. The last dish is crocodile nachos. I'll be honest with you guys, I thought I had cheese. It turns out I don't. No cheese for me. It's really just squid chips and crocodile.
Wix. One platform, any website. Unlimited creation.
I'm done.
Just
Those squid chips were terrible. That's 2 out of 3 fails. Now that I've cooked an animal that looks like a dinosaur, it's time for me to cook something that is actually prehistoric. In my hand right now is the oldest living animal in the entire world. It predates the dinosaurs over 400 million years. The first thing you notice when handling them is that they're covered in spikes all over their body. And then you see its actual tail is serrated with spikes throughout it. But as you start to pick them up, you see that there are tiny little baby spikes all along its shell. This was the inspiration for one of my favorite Pokemon.
Oh shit, okay. We're actually gonna end the video here because I don't have enough time for the platform. If you guys like the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys like the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, because if you don't,
yeah, big body Benz I have bought from my mama. Big body Escalade, wild like a Hummer. When I pay the cash, I put racks in the double. Too many hoes that come in by the double. We kicking hoes out the hotel like karate. My bitch bad, she look like a Barbie. Me and the baby like